Niggas know what time it is, nigga. Is you 200 or not? Hey, is you 200 or not? My projects ain't sweet ever. They might piss. You come through with that shit, we leave your face in that piss. Selling killers in my projects, they keep it on the hip. That's where the jug at, knowing what they heard of it. Touchdown on the block, close there, she keep it lit. Uncle Hook in the cheese, pippin' game and stupid shit. Close, if you see them, they might start arresting shit. RP Uncle Lash, you know your spirit still with us. It's a little more. Wild nigga off the hook. He said that he on me, but he said it on the book.
Hey, Cecilia. Hey, girl, good morning.
Your chapter closed like a book. I don't shoot dice, but I bet it on a hoop. Those 54s whipping, made them come up with their shoes. Peppers Tony got your last touch like a fool. Hans Wilbur couldn't even.
How was your day, Sincere?
Like a
motherfucker.
Group of young niggas that won't hesitate to get a nigga. Lil Risa fool me, back you out if I tell him, nigga. Mario was bro, now I rap. Why you tell him? I'm gonna let that game go. I send them consequences. My GMP niggas will do you in like your whip did it. Hey, my GMP niggas will do you in like your whip did it. Load up that compact and keep it on your waistline. This funky in the chest, we get it poppin' when the night comes. That back like gun range.
I know it's late, y'all, but I decided to come live because I count for like 3 damn lives.
Problems until it's a problem. Boost to the face, we'll send you to the Timberland. Swift with the shoe, here's at least about 96. I don't play no games if it's on, you can't touch the switch. Left with holes in his whip and feathers popping out of the bird, nigga.
Hey, I guess, let me share this out. It won't be on long. I just came to see if people was up, and did y'all see that hot damn, that shit was, woo-wee, I know it's late. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock, might be 4 o'clock. I'm going to give it a little bit more time. If not, I will reschedule this live. But I am up. I just partied over at Lady Nika's house earlier today. We was twerking. We was electric sliding. We was doing the Cupid shuffle. We was getting in over there. And I think I did 20 twerks with this hip of mine. And my ass went to sleep. I was tired. I was like, damn. Felt like I went to the club over at the Den. I had a good old time over there. And then I come back on here and all hell breaks loose. Brooke and Dubby going at it. Lord. I'm like, oh, then Brooke's husband gets on the panel. I'm like, Brooke, get your husband. Get your husband. So, you know, it's kind of hard not wanting to involve your family in some of this YouTube stuff. And yeah, some of these motherfuckers on here will make you want to catch a couple of flights. But it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Because some of these motherfuckers on here are just sick, deranged, and fucking crazy at the end of the fucking day. I think some of these people really have some mental health issues. Are they fucking bored? Are they miserable? I don't know what the fuck is going on with these people. But some shit is just always got to be a fight. Some of them need to stand in their shit and take their accountability for all the fuck shit they do up on here. Like, what the fuck? Just for clicks, views, and entertainment purposes? Like, fucking how old are you, some of you people? Excuse me. How the fuck old are y'all? I think I'm just going to continue doing ASMR so I have to have no social contact with none of these fucking sick, disturbed, twisted fucking people on here. Like, I'm just going to have to distance myself. I'd rather just do some uploads and do that ASMR and open up the trap house every now and then because I don't want to be up no parts of this stuff. I got 5 people in the chat. You can drop down. Drop down. Say hello. What's up? I guess not, huh? I ain't gonna bite you. That's what I'm not gonna do. But anywho, what else? Yes, I've been really liking doing the ASMR. It keep you about a fuck shit around here. It really do. All you gotta do is hold on. All you gotta do is just play the mute the the video and just look at the chat, and I like doing that. Hello, Swag. Thank you for dropping down. I know it's late. Hey, China White. Girl, these motherfuckers acting a plum fool over here in the motherfucking B sector. These people are. What is ASMR? ASMR is when you get audio sound. It's like the ocean waves that you play when you can't sleep or you want to just meditate and listen to. And I have some of them on my channel, and it really gets you in a very relaxing mood. I type in the chat, I check in on the chat, but it's just like a nice place. Ooh, girl, China, girl, girl. These motherfuckers, I don't want to play with these people. These people will make you seriously catch a motherfucking flight out here. These people will make you seriously catch a flight and catch a case at the same damn time. These motherfuckers will make you want to. Why is it not? Control. Okay, here we go. Girl, they would really want you to put some hands on some of these motherfuckers out here. That's the one thing that I would like. That's why I can't engage with warfare on you on this on here, because I know how my brain is set up, and I can't sit up and argue with a motherfucker because I want to put my hands on some people. I want to choke a bitch. I want to headbutt a bitch. That's where I go with it. Girl, do you watch Brooke and Dovey? That damn Brooke and not damn, but Brooke, Dovey, and Shelly, the Dovication, the people. Dovey gooping the kids. I'm gonna say it. She been scamming the people. I'm not gonna bite my fucking tongue. I try to be kind of reserved with how I feel, but what I've been observing, she been working people for their fucking money. That's what she been doing. I don't give a fuck. I'm not even coming at her, but it's you can see it. Like the fuck, and they get mad. I don't know. This place is just. I'm like Demetra. I might have to change my algorithm and get the fuck up off this beef sector shit because this is fucking childish. It's a bunch of bullies. A bunch of bullies. I bet half the motherfuckers that be on here talking and shit they talk ain't about it. They ain't with the shit. I trust and believe. They got all mouth, all bark, no bite. You can tell when a motherfucker got all bark and no bite. You know that. I've been in the game too long. You can read them motherfuckers that they ain't all about that. This ruff on here. Like, bitch, I'm not moved. Like, the fuck? That's why I don't play these YouTube games like that. I just can't see myself going that far into this, be fighting somebody constantly every motherfucking day. Because the way I'm set up, I have to break a bitch down. Period. A bunch of childish ass bitches. This dumb ass bitches. Old ass bitches. I just don't get it. Like, the fuck? It's just so stupid. Like, just for clicks, views, a cash app, and super chat. When you should be out there digging in the dirt, picking up the dirt to get yours. Hey, Mr. YouTube Streets. So, I'm just over it. It's like, and it's a trip that people will, because your hate for someone else, that you would lower your morals and values for the hate of someone else to strip your sister down and beat her down and tear her up because you don't like a person. If you don't like them, you don't watch them, don't support them. It's just crazy. Like, it's a whole cult like sheeple of people. You fall for anything. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. I would never understand the sheep mentality that's on this application to get in, the fit in crew, the cliques, the bullies. Low hanging fruit. That's what I see. Low hanging fruit. At the end of the day, ain't nobody better than nobody on this motherfucker. Everybody's a paycheck away from being evicted or not eating. If they was, I don't know. It's just sad. It's sad. It's sad. And I sure hate that Brooke husband went on Dovey's platform. I really hate that he even put himself in that situation. I mean, let the women handle their business and just, fall back. And I know he wants to protect his wife. I just hate that he went up there. I really do. I hate that he went up there. Like, dude. What are y'all doing for the Labor Day weekend? What are your plans? I think I'm gonna barbecue. We're having a blues festival where I'm at, so I think I'm gonna do the blues festival Monday. I think that's my plan. Oh, my allergies are so bad. They've been over cutting trees, leaves, grass, ass, everything. Everything that they cut up on that ground it got me over here fucked up. So you see YouTube streets. Well, how you feel about this whole situation that now has played out? That has brought Brooke husband off the porch, and so many people are jumping in and swinging for Dovey. Dovey, a grown motherfucking woman at the end of the fucking day. She don't need nobody to swing for her. She is very capable of swinging for her damn self at the end of the day. If she get her ass up here up on YouTube every day and perform like she can perform, she can handle her own business. That's how I look at it. She's not no victim. She's not no little girl. She's a grown motherfucking lady. Actually, me and Dopey the same motherfucking age. And I'll be damned if I be up here acting the way she acting. Like a whole fucking complete fool. For what? For what? Why? I don't know. That right there just turned me completely off. Um, I hate that. I guess you can't tell nobody how to fight, and that's what we always say on here. We can't tell nobody how to swing, how to fight, how to kung fu fight, how to drag, how to roast, how to gag. We can't tell them. But damn, do y'all have some boundaries? I guess not. I guess I'm just built different. I guess. It's a lot of people on here that really, like China White, when she's swinging and banging, she don't need nobody on her platform. China White would shut down her goddamn chat that you can't jump down there with her and swing. China Doll, I'm telling you, China Doll, I'm sorry, girl. China White will get up on her platform, buy her damn stuff, turn off her goddamn chat, and all we can do is just watch her while she's dragging somebody. And I'm trying to drop down in the chat. I'm like, I can't even. She done took the comment section. She done turned off the chat. And that's how it should be. I bet you if people go back to the old way that they used to do it, if they turn off their chat and get up on a platform and roast, drag, and do all that by themselves, let's see how that shit will turn out. Because you have to realize the chat is what riles everybody up. When the people in the chat and you looking at the chat, that's what gives the chat the energy. That's what make people keep going on and on and on. I love the live Sheila had tonight with the women. Yes. Well, my channel is very uplifting, but right now I'm kind of being petty. And I call this the trap house some days, and then I open up to the prayer house. You know. But I'm glad you stopped by, Swag. Found. I'm glad. Yeah, Sheila's a really beautiful person. I like Sheila. I like Sheila. Oh, then my daughter put these eyelashes on my eyes. And I think I love the life. Yes. I'm about to pop these motherfuckers off. That's okay, girl. It's my way. It's early in the morning, so typos is no problem, sweetie, at all. But yeah, that kind of pushed my buttons. When you watch something and it's okay. I think Kwani is very veiled. Okay, I asked the questions. Okay, I asked you. I think Kwani is very vile in a receptacle. Heterosexual man could not go head to head with, because you can't use the words you want to on a woman like her. He, she should wait. Check. He should wait, or she should never been on the panel with the. Oh, he should have never been on the panel with the women. No, he shouldn't have been on the panel with the women. You're correct, right? You're right. And I was over there telling her to get her husband off the panel. Like, this is between two women. Actually, Brooke should have jumped. I don't know. Kwani shouldn't have been up there. That's for sure. She shouldn't have been up there. She shouldn't have had no parts of that conversation. But he shouldn't have went over there. He should have let his wife handle it. But you know, I asked her, please don't let you get your husband. I told her to unplug the computer. I told her just get him off the panel because you know what's about to go left because the chat's going to eat him up. This happened tonight, girl. So, where you been, Sincere? It happened on Dovey's channel, and Brooke was live. Brooke was dragging Dovey. Dovey was dragging, I guess, Brooke and Shelly. Brooke's husband was like, "Let me just go talk to her." I was like, "No, don't hit her link." He went over there, hit the link, and you know what happens when, you know how it goes. You know what it get. I know that, and that was a fucking fucked up move. Dovey know what the fuck she be doing. And I tried to listen to her. I've been on panels with her, but my spirit is like, I don't engage. I see her. I see her for her works. I see her. I see Dovey. Give me 1 second, y'all. I need to blow my nose. Uh, and the thing about her is she's not taking accountability of none of her actions she has displayed on here, of the scamming she has done to the people. Because if you ask me, she scammed them people. I don't give a fuck. It was too many stories, too many mix-up stories. It was just too much. And she scammed them. And it's just like, y'all up there hand-feeding her and acting like she's a 2-year-old little girl and y'all not holding her to her feet to the fire. Everybody else is wrong. That's the type of bullshit. I can't stand that the villain gets the most respect than the person who is not the villain on here. Girl, that part. No, she's still trying to get some more cash apps and super chats and whatever she can get off the people. She trying to drain these people money, these people pockets dry. When we all know that this time people are really struggling. That some people are one paycheck away from being evicted, like her, or not eating, and you're still on here trying to squeeze the money out the people. But then that's their damn fault. If they gonna give over their money, so be it. My purse is closed. I wouldn't give her 1 red cent, and that's the truth. I give her a hope, a wish, and a prayer. That's it. That's all. She has more priorities to worry about, like packing up that house and moving, than to be on here arguing with somebody else. I'm being honest. She is gooping the people, and they're there. I don't, girl. To each his own. That's their pockets and not mine. She couldn't for me. I see her works. I see her. I see her. She can see right through the bullshit, the smoke, the screens, and then she put on that little baby voice, but can cuss like a demon. Girl, bye. And everybody up there trying to pay Captain Saberhold with her. That woman know what she doing, y'all. She know what the fuck she doing. And y'all so damn gullible. Like, the fuck? When she sat there and said that she raised that money to pay them people, and it was the money that the people gave her, and she had like that was girl, no. No. No, not on my watch. No. Fuck no. I don't get it. That's just, it is like it's just, she's been on here all week. You're about to get evicted. And she that's the happiest thing that happened to her. I would not want to be put out my house. It's about to be winter. It's about to be cold. It's about to be raining. Now you gotta look for a place to go. It's not easy getting no place now after this pandemic. They don't want up on this rent. And it's not just in California, it's everywhere. And you're playing YouTube games? Are these people gonna put her in a hotel? Are they gonna let her lay in their beds? What? Yo, you know Dovey gooping the people, girl, around her. Don't come here and act like who gooping the kids. Dovey gooping the people. She said she's going down. She said she's going down with I believe. Wait, it's not the time of year to get. No, it's not the time of year to be getting put out. No, that's what I was saying, and it's not even her. During when the pandemic hit, and they had that memoriam. I can't say it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm like Moses. My speech is kind of fucked up. Y'all can drag me on that, but I speak a little bit like Moses. But I got a lot of knowledge and wisdom. But I get kind of tongue tied because I'm country and I'm from California, so my words get kind of mixed up when I talk. But when they had that freeze on rent, I know some of my friends who was not paying their fucking rent because they was getting the unemployment and they was getting all that, all those fundings from the government, the stimulus check, and they wasn't paying their rent. I pay my rent. We pay me and my, yes, I live with my daughter. Y'all, if y'all want to drag me on that, y'all can. I stay with my daughter. And it works for us. I live in California. And rent ain't cheap out here. Okay? So, we made sure we had our rent money. All my kids. We made sure our rent was paid every damn day. Month. Even if they said, you can get an extension or you can fill out this paperwork to your landlord, I didn't want to risk nothing. Because I couldn't imagine myself being homeless coming out this pandemic. The market rate for rent is skyrocketed. Yes. No, Ma, I got to come in with the pay. So I seen people, and then it was so hard, and now it's so hard for the landlords to really put people out at that time. So landlords have lost so much money. So you think they about to let you, the pandemic is over. They ain't paying. They want their money. They trying to recoup what they lost. Trust me. So you have your parties fucked up. You're on YouTube arguing with another woman because they busted your ass out about your scamming ways. Oh, she had to get up here and say, I fucked up. I fucked the money up. And I think the people would have poured into her. Now she's fighting everybody. Plus she got to move. And she's not, I don't know if she does do it. I'm so glad I'm not in no clique. I'm so glad I'm not up under no clique. I'm so glad I'm solo bodo. I support who I support. And if I'm a mod in in a content creator chat, that's who I support. Yes, yeah, I don't care. I live with my daughter. There's nothing wrong with it. It works for us. There's nothing wrong. I'd rather live with my daughter than be on the fucking streets or struggling to pay some high ass rent. The people who took advantage of the pandemic messed it up. Yes. Marvelous me. You know how the Bay gives. The Bay is expensive. So it works for us. But for people to think that they come on YouTube that people should just give them their money and then be so ungrateful about it, that's what behooves me. You're entitled to this money that the supporters should give to you. See, that is how I pay my bills. It may not be due, but fuck that. I'm paying it on. Wait. See, that's how I pay my bills. It may not be due, but fuck that. I'm going to pay it. So when it is due, I don't make me feel pissed to be dropping big money. I like to pay my credit cards. Yes. Oh, you're welcome. Hi, Brooke. I hope you calm down. But I just hate that Malik went over there. I really did. I hate that. I just hate that you have to you up here swinging and it's like people just piling on you. They're not putting her foot to the fire. They're thinking like it's all your fault, which is not. That's a grown ass motherfucking woman. That was her dole vacation. She was the one that's supposed to be responsible for any funds going in and what was going out. It had nothing to do if you didn't show up at all. If your one little contribution to that to the vacation was not going to break the vacation. I'm in Oakland. Oh my God. It's bad in Oakland. It's bad. It is bad. It's bad everywhere. It's bad. And the Bay Area got some type of, they got some money out here. Swag found they hate folks like us. They don't get to collect. I just hate that Brookings is going through this. It's like, fuck. Like, damn. I don't get it. It's like a fucking dog pile. Like, bitch, fall back, bitches. Let them scrap it out. Shit. Let Brooke and Dovey scrap it out. Period. Let Shelly and Dovey. I mean, she got beef with multiple people. So, and she put herself in this situation at the end of the fucking day. Let's call it for what it is, y'all. Stop fucking calling these grown ass fucking men and women over here. Stop calling. Let their ass deal with their shit. Too much coddling over here. Heck. I bet y'all don't even coddle your family that much. I bet y'all don't even swing for your family that much. But you're swinging for complete strangers. That's what I don't get. I just don't get it. I don't give a fuck who don't like what I'm saying. Y'all can kiss my black ass. Because the truth hurts, don't it? Y'all wrong. Swag, I found. I now am. Yes. I found I know. Teach the youth how to build credit so they don't have to learn how. Yes. It's hard. It's so hard. It is going to get even harder. It's the holidays coming up. Y'all know at the end of the year, our pockets get really, really tight at the end of the year. Starting September to January, actually. Our pockets get real tight. We have to start all over again. Especially when during this COVID. I spent so much money during this pandemic. And I'm like, what the fuck did I spend my money on? On survival. On that, I had to make sure I have enough food in my house because I didn't know what the hell was going to happen. I had to make sure all my bills was going to be paid because I don't want to be put out on the streets. I want my power on. I want food on my table. And I want my light. And I want, what else I got to pay? Well, I don't pay water. But shit, we in a drought right now. Random, that is also, I'm teaching my 20-year-old how to be financially responsible. And it's so important. I wish my mom would have taught me that growing up. She really didn't. I think they wasn't really tripping on credit back then like they are now, but I really wish she would have instilled that in me. I mean, she had credit cards, but she didn't really promote that around the house. And I fell short in that area of being financially responsible. You know, it is what it is. But this pandemic taught me a lot. Waste not, won't not. Period. Okay? I mean, me and my daughter made sure, and thank God where I live at, that we had so much assistance that helped us stay afloat during this pandemic. And to come out of it and knowing that more people are being homeless, and I hate that she's losing her place. I hate that she is getting evicted. But thank God I was able to work during it. Thank God I was able to work during the pandemic. Thank God, good God. After working 12 hours a day, I only have energy for maybe one fight. Just the YouTube streams. One fight a week. I think I got one a month. Glamour, we got two kids' birthdays. Okay, Glamour, we got 2 kids' birthday and holiday to purchase for. So I'm already purchasing all the gifts and should be done by the end of the month. Also buying food and storing. Yes. You know what? I'm thinking about getting me a deep freezer. I don't know why. Because this is me and my daughter, but I think I need to stock. I think I'm about to invest in one and go to the meat market, or actually see if my kids, me, my son, and we can just go go half on a cow and go to the farm up north and purchase a half a cow and a half a pig. And put that shit in the freezer. So I hate going to the meat market. I feel like they be burning you in the meat market because the meat is frozen. So if it's frozen, it's going to weigh heavier, right? So you're paying for ice. You're paying for ice. Brooke's still in here, baby girl. Get you some rest. Get some rest, sis. And I'm going to tell you this. This battle is not yours. It's the Lord's. Sometimes we got to fall back and let God do his work. Because when we in the midst of fighting and battling, and God told us not to do it, I know you hear it sometimes. God be like, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. I got you, sis. I got you, daughter. Remember, he got you. You know what you're fighting against, spirits and principalities. It's nothing but a spirit. It's not even the person. Just fall back. Enjoy your weekend. You don't need to do no more responses to her. I really just don't respond to her, Brooke. I know it's gonna be hard if you listen to me, Brooke. Don't respond. Life is kicking her ass right now. Yeah, I am. I dwindled down. Pandemic's over. I ain't fighting. There are great ways to save on meat purchases. I think I love deer. You gonna send me some random? I will give you my address if you send me some deer. You can freeze the deer meat. I love deer. Oh, I think I had the part that's like a steak. Oh, it's so good. Oh my god, it was so good. Oh my god. And then they barbecued it on the grill. Oh my god. I have one. It comes in handy. Yes, it do. The pandemic is over. I was just blessed to be able to work during the pandemic. So at the beginning it was kind of bumpy, but I was able to work from home, and that was a blessing. But people are really struggling. So I get how I get frustrated when people on here begging people who go out every day and work fucking hard for their money and feel like they're entitled to their money. You're not entitled to nobody's money. A man can't eat if he don't work. A woman can't eat if she don't work. Period. Random. LOL. I was going to tell you to look for a local processor. People drop off the deer and only want specific parts and leave the rest, or don't pick up the deer. Oh, for real? Well, we have a group of men in my community. They call the Rod and Riding Gaming Gun Club, something like that, girl. I don't know, but they go out in the woods and shoot deers, possums. I'm not lying, raccoons. I don't raccoon, possums, deer. It depends what part of the state they go to. They kill wild game and they go to this place and they just chop up all the meat. And sometimes they used to do a big cookout and we all go down there and eat the meat. But I think I know there's a chicken processing place that far from me. There's a lot of farms in California, little people know, and there's a cattle place that somebody told me that I can go to. And some people order the cow and they cut it up for them, and they never picked up and buy the cow, so you get like a discount for the cow. I'm gonna look into that. I would not eat sandwiches. Period. Wait, my kid's dad, grandfather, he is country. May God rest his soul. I'm talking about random country. I'm talking about country that you can't understand the word that's coming out that man's mouth. Very smart man, very talented in his hand. He used to take those oil barrels and make barbecue pits with them. And we used to go in there. So they cook. They cook. They cook supper. It ain't dinner. It's supper. It's a 5-10 course meal, and you have to make sure you ask them what's in the pot before you start digging in their pots, because he will have coon in there, possum. I eat the deer. I eat the goat. But certain other things, I ain't eating no coon. I ain't eating no possums. Buzzards, raccoon. Yes! He eats that. And one day, my pregnant ass, this was years ago, I was pregnant with my first child. I was hungry. No, actually, this is what happened. This is when the California earthquake in 1989, when the Giants was playing the Open A's. It was my birthday, and it was an earthquake. And all the power where I live at, we didn't have power for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks, but we didn't know that. And so, since the power out, he got his electric guitar with the little receiver that you plug it in, and he got the big old barrel barbecue pit out, and he took everything out of his freezer, and he had buzzards, he had raccoon, he had possum, he had deer, he had some gator. Somebody sent him the gator. That was my birthday. That was my 22nd birthday. Yes, it was. And he had a whole spread of meats, and my butt was hungry, and it was the possum and raccoon taste so damn. Oh, it tastes like they look. That's all I gotta say. Oh, I think I had oh Lord, I'm having a fly. I think I had a little piece of the hair in my mouth too. I think I had some raccoon hair between my teeth. Oh my god. But at the end of the day, we had to survive. That yeah, I love some gator, girl. Yes, that old. I was picking raccoon hairs. My teeth. I was so disappointed. I was so mad. He said, "I told y'all, I can't even get his talk because he talked like he talked geeky. I told y'all not to eat that shit. Don't he remind y'all? But don't he remind me of Jed Clampett from Beverly Hills Billies? That's what he remind. He talked like Jed Clampett from Beverly Hillbillies, and he had every attribute of Jed Clampett. He was just a country old man, and mind you, he been in California for a long time. You could not take that country. I miss that man because you could go. He had the biggest deep freezer. He had every damn type of meat you could name. He might have some whale in that motherfucker. I don't know, but I know I had some raccoon fucking hair in my mouth, and I was so fucking disgusted. So when I used to, and they throw some gravy on that shit, everything looked like chicken. Trust me. All that. Yes, the raccoon hair. That shit was prickly. Oh, it was like a fish bone. That's what it. Give me 1 second. Oh, give me 1 second. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so stuffed up. I am so. I'm back. Oh, y'all, did I have my thing on mute? Oh, y'all hear me blowing my nose? I am so sorry. That is so rude. My allergies are bad, y'all. Don't. That's my allergies. My bad. I thought I had it on mute. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to delete that. Oh my god, my allergies are so bad. I'm over here miserable as fuck. Oh, I have to take me some steroids. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I thought I had it on mute. I'm so embarrassed. Oh, y'all done seen runs of stuff to this on this fucking YouTube. I'm so congested. I can't get it out. St. Christopher. Oh my god. It's the hair. Oh, it was raccoon. It was coon hair random. I was so distraught. Like, did you pluck it? Or what that was just I can't stand when chicken wings are still left on chicken. So just imagine some fucking raccoon hair stuck in your damn teeth. Hold on. Oh shit, I'm dropping everything. Oh god. Yeah, so I ate coon. Oh, you were saying? Oh, I thought y'all was talking about me blowing my nose. Yes, raccoon hair. It was. I'm gonna tell you. You know how you find? Y'all ever have those little fishes called crappies? They little crappies. They those little fish, and they got hella bones in them. That's how the raccoon hair. You know how you see a raccoon look all wet and see that's. Yes, I ate some coon, and I had coon hairs in my mouth. I was so distraught, y'all. It took me a minute to even eat back at my in-laws' house because I had to ask, was that in that pot? Was that in that pot? It was a big ass pot, y'all, and you could. I think I should have known that this. You like, I like them too, but they got a whole bunch of bones in them. And I was like, what's that? It was so you couldn't tell the smell because they had greens. They had so much aromas in the house, but they smelled good. It wasn't like a rancid smell. It smelled actually good. I just got sick all over again. Yes, I ate some coon and I had coon hair in my mouth. And it tasted just like some fish, tiny fish bones. So ever since then, I asked him, What's in your pot? What's in your pot? And they used to drag the motherfucking animals on the. They throw them motherfuckers on back of they. They'll put the deer in front of their truck and strap that bitch in front of the truck on their bumper. And they have all the dead raccoons, the possums, the skunks. Not the skunks. I don't think they was eating skunks. But the possums, the raccoons, the deers, and any other fucking thing they don't found in the fucking woods. And they'll go out and there'll be all of this chopping that shit up. Blood. Yeah, I couldn't go hunting. He said, no, hell, I'll go to the lab. Look, it was an earthquake. We thought we was living in our last days, y'all. It was an earthquake. The whole Bay Area stopped there. I'm telling y'all, the whole Bay Area stood still. It was complete silence. All you heard was fire engines, fire trucks, and helicopters. And what the crazy thing about it was, I had just left Oakland, Eastmont Mall, and we had just made it back to where I live at. And an hour later, that's when that motherfucker Interpass just collapsed. I could have been on that highway when it collapsed. I thank God I wasn't on the freeway, the highway, coming back from Eastmont Mall, because that could have been me in that damn car. Even the Bay Bridge, thank you, the Cypress Bridge buckled. And you know I'm coming from Eastmont Mall, so and the Bay Bridge collapsed. I thank God, because it was me and my baby and I hate saying baby daddy, the father of my children's on that. Coming back. Be right back, Lord. You got me laughing too hard. Oh, that motherfucker collapsed and buckled. Then the Bay Bridge collapsed. And then all down by San Francisco by Crissy Fields. All them pretty nice water houses by the water. All you can see is fire in the air. Every year, October 17th come up, I have anxiety. I was traumatized by that earthquake. And mind you, I get home. Mind you, we don't have no power. All this time, me and my baby sleeping in this house, and we had a gas leak in my house. Thank God I kept my windows open, because if I had my windows closed, only reason I kept my windows open in case another earthquake happened, I could jump out the window. So I kept my windows open. So I had a lot of air coming in my house because it was hot during that time. And one day I was driving up the hill, and I think I was speeding or something. The police pulled me over, and I had to go to my house to get my ID, my driver license. And that day I had shut the house up. When I opened the door, the police, a big gust of that gas came out. And that police, I'm thinking, why the fuck he slamming me? He grabs me, my daughter, and throws us down on the ground. I was like, get back. I'm like, what the fuck wrong with you? Because I couldn't smell the gas. I couldn't smell it. I think I was either used to it, the little that was leaking out, but I couldn't smell the gas. And so that policeman, I'm thinking I'm about to get arrested. I'm like, oh Lord, he done bought it. I'm trying, like, the fuck you bought this? Slapped my ass, pushed me down the porch from my house, and was telling everybody get off the building. Everybody get off the building. Everybody evacuate the building. They go in my house. I had a big ass crack in my the holes to my stove. And so after I had stayed at a hotel till they fixed it. But just think, if a light switch could have blew that motherfucker up, a lighter could have, because we couldn't cook. And so with gas stoves, you can light the motherfucker up with a lighter and still work. But we was going down to my in-laws' house to eat, so I wasn't really at home all the time. So that police officer saved my life that day. Oh, how did I get there on that tangent? Girl, I just be jumping from stories. Boys and girls, if you no power, no water. Yeah, for days. You remember that? I lived in San Jose at the time, but tore it up. Oh my God, it was so scary. And then we had one maybe 2013. Was that 2013? Marvelous Me? The one that hit in Napa? Actually, I have that video. I'm going to look at my phone. The one that hit, I think it was 2013 or 14. My grandson was turning 1 or 2. Let me see. Was it 2013? He was born in... Either the one that hit in that one, I lived in these old. I lived in these old houses over in the Solano County, and I was in my room, you guys, Kid you not, in my room. I'm tired from the birthday party. And girl, y'all, I'm in my room and the house just started shaking like it was a fierce. I mean, my bed was woo, woo, woo. And it sounded like a train was going in my window and it was lights flashing. And I mean, when you sleep and you're waking out of a sleep and a slumber, I'm like, why is there a train coming through my window? Mind y'all, my bedroom was upstairs. I lived in my bed like, then I said, oh shit, the devil in here. I thought either the devil was in my room or a spirit or ghost or a train or the world was ending. I jumped up and sat and I had all this pretty stuff on my walls. Girl, shit started popping me in my head. Everything that was on my walls was on the ground. My TV fell down. My daughter, she running in there screaming with the baby. The dog done pissed all over. That dog just pissing everywhere. My dog done pissed all over the upstairs, up and down the stairs, pissing and shit. The dog was shook. I go in my son's room. I'm thinking he done got hit by something because he was paralyzed. Only thing was, I was like, is he dead? He would not. I'm like calling my son's name. He ain't saying nothing. I called him like 5 times. And I shook him. He was in so much shock because he had all this stuff that was over his bed just landed all on top of him. All on top of him. So I survived 2 earthquakes and the fires. The fires out here we're in fire season right now. We have a drought. We have just the YouTube streets. I'm telling you, I thought it was a choo-choo train coming in my room. And I know I don't live nowhere by no train. It was like flashing lights. It was like I can't describe the sound. The earthquake, it makes a noise, and it does bring electricity comes up from the ground from the plates, shifting in the earth. So sometimes you will see sparks when earthquake happens. The sparks come up, and I'm like, how fucking train is in my room? And then I said, no, the devil in here. I thought that my dog pissed and that dog was. I never seen a dog pee that much. I said, how did that? She must have was. She had to be dehydrated after that. My toilet. I had an old toilet, the real porcelain toilet. That motherfucker flipped to the side. All my walls downstairs, there was this cracks, these big ass cracks in my walls. And then after that earthquake, nobody came. Fucking landlord. You know how these landlords are. They never came and checked my house. So like a couple of months later, I started getting really sick. I didn't know why I was getting sick. Didn't know I had lost so much weight. I just got sick. And so something told me to look under my kitchen sink. It flashed. It was so much mold from the water pipes from under my house must have busted. And it had so much water that was just sitting up under the house that it just started molding it downstairs. I got sick and ended up having mildew poison. I was sick by the mold. There was a major gas leak in Santa Carlos or Burlingame. Oh, I remember that. Remember them people, that whole neighborhood, Marvelous Me. Wasn't that crazy? And I lived in San Francisco. It wasn't mold. Yes, I had mold exposure. I had like these lesions on my hands and my feet, and then I have tattoos, and my tattoos were swollen. I mean, it looked like I had, like, how you get burnt and your burns get that pussy stuff. I have like butterflies tattooed. And the doctors didn't know what was going on with me. I lost so much weight. I looked like a racehorse that didn't eat. I'm already tall. I lost like 60 pounds. And we were taking every test in the book. And they was like, we don't know what's wrong with you. I'm like, how y'all don't know what's wrong with me? Look at me. And then, so I got a little money from the landlord. Yeah, they compensated me for that too. Yes, they did. I didn't have to pay rent for a minute. They gave me some money. They came into my townhouse. They stripped the whole downstairs kitchen floor. They pulled the floor up. They treated the mold. They fixed the leak under my house. And yeah, that sucks. Those mold spores are no joke. They can kill you. Yes, I went to the hospital. It got to a point that I started crawling. I was just so sick. I was like, and tired. I was like, what the fuck wrong with me? Shit. I went to the gynecologist. I needed every test. And I wasn't even keeping it real. I wasn't doing the hootie cootie. I wasn't doing it, but let me make sure. Because this don't look right the way I'm looking. I'm a big girl. My face. If I would show y'all the pictures, y'all would cry. I lost my ass, my titties. I lost. I looked it so bad. And then I finally went to the hospital, and I got there. They had me in the waiting room, and they took my blood pressure. My blood pressure was 58 over. It was 60 over something. It was so damn low. I was barely, hi behind the bar, I was barely living. All I remember was them bringing in the crash cart, snatched me up out that emergency room, threw me in the ER. All you can hear is cold red, cold blue, come to the ER. They grabbed my arms. They were stuffing me with IVs. I'm going like, well, because I was watching Dovey's show. I was watching that mess over there. That was that hot shit. It will take you. Random, I couldn't eat. How you know, Random? I couldn't eat. I didn't eat nothing. I couldn't eat anything. I was dying. And I couldn't walk on my feet because the lesions on my feet, I couldn't, my hands, it was, oh my God, that was so bad. That happened in 2015. And people was like, oh, I don't even do drugs, but I looked like a crackhead. I looked just like a crackhead. I looked like I was on somebody dope. I looked like I hit 2,000 rocks in 5 seconds. Like I hit the rock and I was sick. I know now most places have you sign a mold disclosure. Cali has to pay. Yes. Yes. That shit had me scared, but by the grace of God, I stayed in the hospital for like a week. They had to put me on hella antibiotics. And I already have lung issues, so that kind of fucked up my lungs even more. Yeah. Behind the bar, I was over there at Dovey. Well, I was at Brooks, and Dovey and Brooke was going. It was just a whole hot mess. I just understand why. I don't get how. Oh, okay. That sound biblical. I had lesions. Now, Chris, why you say that sound? Ooh, ooh. That sound biblical, St. Christopher? I'm glad you're in the chat, St. Christopher. Yeah, that shit was bad. It took me like 2 years to get bounced back from that. It took me 2 years to get. It took 2 years. That shit took a toll on me. Oh, how you know, Random? Random. My hair fell out too from that shit. I lost everything. Like, my whole body was just, it was bad. I looked like Fire Marshal Bill at the head. Y'all remember Fire Marshal Bill from, what is the Wayne's Barn? I looked just like Fire Marshal Bill. Ooh, I looked at that. I can laugh at that. I can laugh now, but when I was going through that, it was it was so bad. It was dark, and that happened from the earthquake, from that water sitting up on water. They said it was like a lake, and then my house had the most. Ew, my house. It started to smell was like slowly, but by the time they figured what it was out, what it was, and me being sick. My house had my neighbor's house. It was stinking. It smelled like 1,000 corpses died in my house. It was bad. They had to move us out the house and send us to a hotel. It was that bad. It was bad. And my grandbaby was in there. And the thing about it was my bedroom was over the kitchen. So I was the one that was getting exposed to it the most because my bedroom was over the kitchen. And that was the darkest day. But by the grace of God, I got saved. What's up, Corey? I took care of my mom for 3 years when she got real sick, and I was sick before that. Bad landlord, just like you, Mom. We done survived some shit. Okay. Yeah, y'all check y'all houses. Make sure you don't do that shit. Was awful. It was black, and it was black mode. That shit was blacker than the midnight sky. That shit was blacker than blackety black. That bitch was black. It was black. It was just black. Oh, got me itching now. So now I have a very phobia of the showers. I make sure I clean the hell out my bathroom. I will dry that whole tub out with a towel. I don't leave no moisture in the bathroom or no moisture in the kitchen. Random, is that you? Let me hold on, boo. Here I come.
It's me, it's me, it's me.
Hello.
Hi, honey. How you
Hey,
doing,
boo.
Grandpa?
Hey, I'm trapping. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm blessed.
Yes. Girl, how
But
you?
no,
Girl, go
you know I
ahead.
can't type all that stuff. I just wanted to tell you, no, I understand what you're going through, and it is very important. Y'all listen to her. She's giving y'all jewels. Check your window sills. See if you see any kind of signs of any kind of mold, mildew,
Mm-hmm.
anything that looks like moss, anything that's green, that's black, and it's speckled. Pay attention to your houses. Look on the inside and the outside. The place that we
Mm-hmm.
lived at before we moved to the homestead now, my daughter's roof fell in. We told them. They did nothing about it. Her outlet caught on fire. They did nothing about it. We kept paying rent, kept talking to them, kept paying rent, kept talking to them. Nothing ever happened. I had to put up plastic and completely seal all that off because my baby was getting to the point where she couldn't breathe because it was in her bedroom above her bed.
Oh my
So I had
gosh.
to be Miss Mama and go in there and completely seal the entire roof off so that she could have somewhere to lay and not have it affect her. And constantly check her when her windows and stuff to make
Mm-hmm.
sure when the condensation and stuff happens because we're changing seasons now to
Yep.
make
Yep.
sure there was nothing growing and there was no issues or stuff like that because it was affecting me and I was in the room adjoining to hers.
Uh-huh.
And I was so blessed that the stuff we put down and put together ourselves, makeshift, whatever,
Yeah.
ghetto, but hey,
Rig that shit up.
you better know it. I ain't no roof for the baby, but I'll make it do what it do when it comes to protecting my baby. Okay. But yes, honey,
Wow.
I know all about all of that, baby. Sure
It was
do. And
bad.
then
And
you go to the doctor gives you medication, then you got the side effects, and then you're losing more hair. Then you're starting to itch because some of the stuff makes you itch, and then it sends up your blood sugar.
yes.
It's
It attacked my whole nervous system. It attacked
mhm,
every part of my body. Every.
mhm, mhm.
Oh my god, I was so sick. And the thing about it is, it was, and you can't tell that mold's in there because that shit will hide behind a motherfucking drywall.
It's as
Oh
bad as carbon dioxide. It's a silent killer.
yes. So I'm gonna give y'all this tip. Y'all know y'all been in your house for like 2 years. Go through your house and check because y'all been all in there. It's been raining. Y'all had different weathers. Go check your house and make sure that you don't have. You can
I
smell it.
keep
Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can. And
I
bleach
keep
don't works. It worked for a minute. It works for a
Right.
minute.
I was just gonna say that I keep industrial strength things that I was privileged to purchase. It was on a closeout sale, and I bought I think 20 bottles.
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell you, even where we moved to now, we had a roofing issue, and you could see
Uh-huh.
where there was a leak in there somewhere. You have to think about the insulation holds moisture.
Yes.
What does bacteria need to grow? Warmth
Mm-hmm.
and moisture.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We live in the dirty, dirty.
I lived right by the water, and this house was the place I lived was for the people that fought in World War II. These was old houses that they just slapped some paint on.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that water set up. I don't know how long that water. I think it was from. I had to been from the earthquake because it was. They said it stunk. My neighbor's like, "What is that?" It's when like 10 bodies, like 1,000. No, not 10. 1,000 bodies was left in my house. It was so fucking bad, bad.
See, that's
And
the
that's why
reason why.
y'all hear me with my allergies. That's why I'm over here all messed up. This is the
Yeah.
residue of this what I had with my body. So I didn't mean to blow my nose, but I have to do it because it
Girl,
attacked
you want to say about
everything.
your nose. You was up there talking about them hers.
Girl, them hers, girl. Girl, I be having some funny shit. So that shit was gross. That shit remind me of crappie. Those little fishes, fucking.
And then you start talking about my crappy. I'm like, that's all I used to fish for as a kid.
Those
No.
are so good. They're good, but that's what it gave me. It was like, how the fuck? Oh my gosh! Yeah, so I done went on 50 tangents, but not something that's telling me about that because it's about to be winter. We haven't had no rain out here where I'm at. We haven't. We in a
I
drought
think
right
we're
now.
in for a cold winter.
Oh,
I really think so. And I know
You in a different area, but I'm
Uh
just speaking for myself, just looking at what's going on. We haven't seen that many spiders really. We'll see the itty bitty ones,
huh. Uh
but
huh.
not like so big, creepy, weird looking ones.
Uh huh.
But
Not the
there they
brown
are.
reclusos.
No, no, no,
No, those daily.
no, no, no. I
We
know,
got
and trust me,
those.
I'll be looking for them.
Girl,
But
wait, you see what's going on in China? They having the worst heat wave out there ever.
I'm telling
China.
you, I think we're in for a crazy winter.
Forget you, Saint Christopher. Remember that movie when the wind? When what movie was that?
I
When the
know
wind?
he
When
did.
the, yes, he gonna call me snotty.
Not even a hashtag on it. Stop the hashtag. Not the hashtag. Don't you die.
Well, you
Well,
have, it was a movie when the weathers got mixed up and it started getting cold in one area, and it was getting extra hot in one area, then it was
was it?
flooding in
Is
the
that
other.
was that Day After Tomorrow?
Yes, yes, that's what we're living right now.
Um,
Mm,
but no, I do think we're gonna get like seriously. I want you guys like make sure you pay attention to things going on in your environment and the patterns of the insects and the animals because it will
yep.
tell you a lot about what you're supposed to expect. Like even the paper wasps that are in the area around our home, even their behaviors have already started going into protecting like the older, female wasps, the queens, because they're fatter and they're able to, keep the colony going. They're already getting information to protect them from the cold weather, and it's not cold.
Want to hear this shit? Want to hear this shit? Well, we got like 20,000 rat coyotes just running around here like it's summer. The baby
I'm gonna
ones,
stop
the
talking to
daddy,
them.
the grandpa, they are like out in the, or like I could walk out my door, they right outside. Little baby one was just riding, running around. I said, "Oh, that mom is so." We got coyote. The deers is like all the
We got
animals that was in the
coyotes.
woods. They're all in our area. They're not in the woods. They're in our outside our house.
Like
I was like,
we
something's about to
have
happen.
coyotes here too. Like the population is getting so big now that our game warden has each year. I'm not sure if he did it this year, but each year they've been doing competitions to see who can bag the most because there's
Uh,
so many coyotes and they're attacking the livestock.
and I never seen that many coyotes growing up where I'm at. I have not seen that. We didn't even see no goddamn. I ain't seen no coyotes. They even the bears. We have little black. We have bears out here. They got bears coming out
Mm-hmm.
the mountains, coming down. Because we ain't got no water. We haven't had rain out here. We haven't had rain. We
And
had
now
no
we've
rain.
got the rain, but you got to remember,
Mm-mm.
I'm literally seated in the middle of woods, so I get to see
Okay.
all of that.
Well, I'm in a valley, but you know how California gives. It's
That's
just
why I
weird.
said
It's
I
just.
ain't seen eating no buzzards and no raccoons and no possums. I don't seen them things and what they eat. No, I'm not gonna eat
But
that.
but I think the pandemic started all this shit. Whatever, because remember, we was in a house for a long time. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
it was the smog in LA was gone. People in China could see a mountain they ain't seen since 2000, before
Mm-hmm.
the beginning of time. I think this all has something to do. And then they start playing with the weather. They do that geo weather stuff going on, manipulating the weather. Because China, they said that China made an artificial sun, girl.
And I think there's a lot of stuff we're not aware of that they are really doing and testing and crap like that. And I'm sorry, this may be unpopular opinion, but my personal opinion, don't charge this a grandma, this me. I think that when China held back all this information about COVID, that
Uh
us
huh.
having all these national nations and stuff supposed to be united as a front, they behind should have been kicked because that information should never have been held back. They should have shut down all routes outside until they could figure out what they were dealing with.
Listen, they said China unpredictable heat wave that has engulfed China this summer has dried up rivers, wilted crops, and sparked dozens of forest fires. They said the trees that was on the street, the trees was blowing, the smoke was coming out the damn trees random. China
Mm-hmm.
is people passing out on the. They said it's so damn hot. It's so hot in China. It said it's hot in they in hell right now in China.
And like you
Right
can't
now,
even wish like any kind of harm on the country because the whole country didn't cause the pandemic. You know what I mean?
no, bye.
You can't say this is karma on them because most of these people didn't know what's going on. But
No.
hey, can we just get a break as a world just
Guess
for
how?
just 6 months?
Guess how hot it got in China?
I don't even want to
113. It's
guess.
been 113. They've been doing. It's been going on for they think 70 days now.
17?
170 days of hot weather. 113. They said people are
You
have
know,
to
the
pass it
coastal
off.
areas rely on the sea and being able to go out and fish.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. China done went over there and made some shit. They said they made like artificial sun over there. I believe they made.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
My
China is going.
Uh,
China is yeah. So that means if they're getting that weather, what's going to happen? What's going to happen to us over here?
I'm telling you, I really think that for those that are in my area, I'm in Georgia. Everybody that's on this end, go ahead and get y'all some what them old folks used to call them flannels. What do you call them?
Uh huh.
Long johns. Get y'all some long johns, honey, because it's gonna be a cold one.
They said
It's gonna
China
be
has an artificial sun. Yep. They said they was over there making some artificial sun over there. I don't know if it's they're over there doing something in China that the people are getting. I don't know if it's real sun or fake. Something going down in China, and best believe you, whatever's going over there is going to affect us over here. Because mind you, we get all our stuff. Oh, this is what they did. Oh, they shut all the power off on them. That's
what?
they turned. Yes, they turned the power off on them people in China. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes, they turned all the power out because they didn't want no fires and stuff to start because of the heat.
But how are they
So
supposed to stay
China,
cool?
I don't know. I'm looking at the stories and it's
Because that means you can't even have a fan.
no. They've been turning off the. They did like they did us when we had the firestorms out here. They do a rolling blackout. We had
Um,
yes. So they might turn it on for a minute, but it ain't gonna be on all because we was in when it happened to us during the fires. Maybe it was about a month. They was doing a
and you know,
rolling.
I
It
think
was
they said
bad.
Louisiana is having a boil water. They're on a boiling water restriction.
Yeah, Lady Nika just told me that.
I want
And
anybody to
Mississippi.
catch it.
And Mississippi.
And we're
Missis
literally just what 8 weeks out from Thanksgiving. Not even that.
The food and you know what I said? What we gonna do? If China closed, that means we all fuck for one because half our shit come from over there, right?
Mm,
Hmm?
you telling me I waited 3 months for a bumper.
For your car?
Yes, I got hit in the rear at a stop sign.
What?
I was without my car for 3 months. I'm without my car now because it has a recall on it and it caused an engine problem. And I had to go and take it to the dealership to get it replaced. I'm like, dang, every time I turn around, I'm without my car.
Well, my daughter, somebody sold her Cadillac converter because that's a hot commodity now. Y'all put some locks on your Cadillac converters.
They
Y'all,
doing it again?
girl, they just did hers. This was like a couple months ago, but they still doing it. Let me tell you what they did. They stole. We didn't know what the fuck. It took them 4 months to get her Cadillac converter. 4 months for a Honda. 4 months.
God.
So, wait, I'm not done yet. So, as her car is in the shop in my area, they had a big raid on this auto shop. And when they opened the auto shop door, it was thousands of people Cadillac converters. Oh, it was so many because they get
Mm.
the is it the copper? Is it copper or platinum? What's in that shit? Saint Christopher, what they make is it's something that you can sell out the Cadillac converter. That's titanium.
Probably copper. Copper is that's what it was ripping out of people's houses. When you don't live in the house for a while, they go in there to take all your copper out the wall.
That's I thought it was a Cadillac, but it's not called Cadillac.
Well, that's what us country folk down here call. We call it a Cadillac converter. Did
And
you
I
have
spell it like that.
did
It's whatever metals in it, they was getting hella money for it. They said when they estimated the cost of all the Cadillac converters they found in that warehouse, it was over like $1.5 million.
Oh, God bless y'all, Christopher. Yeah, yeah. Take care of your fellow states.
Oh,
You know, we're all in this together.
oh my God. Well, they said we're sending water to from Texas. Thank bless the because Lady Nika said she didn't have they was selling all the water down in Louisiana too.
Yeah, I was in that live.
That's scary. I'm going grocery
You know,
shopping
those
tomorrow so
Cadillac
much.
converters are dangerous.
Girl was like, "What's wrong with this car?" It wouldn't even do. It sounded like the worst backfire. She's like, "Something wrong with my car, Mom." I'm like, "They went and installed her Cadillac converter, and it took like
They,
3 months for them to get it shipped to us."
but Grandma, they're dangerous. even if she gets her car back as one piece, tell her to keep a check on it. I'm gonna tell you why. Now,
Why?
granted, this was many years ago, and we've got more technology now, but I still don't trust it after my experience. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I had an '88 Chevy Nova, the little compact car.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I pulled up. This was in the late '90s, early 2000s. I pulled up to my parents' house. It had been raining. That was my blessing. The whole bottom of my car was orange. I got down on the ground and looked. It had got stopped up and turned blood hot
What?
and was about to catch on fire. When I tell you about to catch on fire, check this out. I left my parents' house driving it. When I got there to my destination, the floorboard, you know, the carpet they put in, had a burn hole in it and was smoking.
No,
My car
it's
was about to catch on fire
from the Cadillac converter.
from the Cadillac converter.
It's platinum, palladium, and rhodium that's in the Cadillac converters. Platinum, palladium, and rhodium. Those are very expensive metals. Yes.
So,
Yes.
you know, that's a lesson to
Oh,
everybody.
the car running fine. Oh no, the car running is very good. It's running better than it was. Yeah, but
Anything
it's just.
feels weird, check it out. Look under your car every now and again.
I said, where did they get her at? They must have shimmied their ass up under there. They say they can get you at the shopping center.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It was a Mexican, not to be racist or be a prejudice. It was a Mexican auto shop that they got it out of. Mhm. They say they never seen that many Cadillac converters in their life. Some people had their serial numbers, so some people got theirs back. We didn't have it, but the one we got on now, it's written all over it. You can't. We got that shit bolted. You got to do a. He welded that shit. He welded it back up under there. He did it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the car is not even brand new. It's an old ass car. It's not a. I mean, it's a good. It's not no 2022. They didn't give a fuck.
Reliable car.
And this was in the midst of the pandemic. So this thing, what we was going through.
I've been pissed off that we're so in debt because we have 2 car payments. I only wanted one, but we got bamboozled. But once everything went down or whatever, and the guy said that the car was going to be a trade-in. When we got the new car, it's a 2021. It was supposed to be a trade-in to get that one. Only to find out after the paperwork was signed, no, now we have 2 car notes. And then the guy was like, let the old car go back to the finance company. It won't hurt your credit. Are you stupid?
It would, wouldn't it?
My credit.
Yeah.
It'll show me abandoning my responsibilities. Child, so now we got 2 car payments. Anyway, long story short, this new car, I'm so grateful for it. And it has, airbags all the way around the car and all the good stuff. When anything goes wrong with my car, as soon, even before the lights show up on the dash, I'll get a warning. When my warning come up, I click the little link. It calls directly to them. They set me up an appointment. My car goes in for service. It's serviced for free. I'm so glad that feature is there. I'm glad I paid for the extra insurance because ain't nobody got time for this BS.
My son bought him his car is nice as fuck, but his car is run by nothing but a fucking computer. He can plug a regular plug that you plug your fan into his car, like a regular outlet.
Mm-hmm.
He can plug that in his car. He has that thing on his screen, but if his battery go dead, his whole car shut down. The anti-lock system, it take a minute to get. I'm like, I don't like his car. It's too much computer running that shit. Too much computer.
2016. When my 2016 went down, we took it to a dealership, right? It was only like a year and a half since we had purchased it. And it was a dead battery. They said, well, because of the type of battery it is, it's gonna cost you $300 and almost $350 for a battery. I said, for who? I said, who you talking to? I went online. I found my battery, $159. And that's after the core. Guess who went and bought her own battery? Guess who found out it ain't number 3 bolts? And guess who installed her own? I ain't playing with y'all. Y'all stupid. You ain't getting my money.
Listen to me. Like I said, my daughter Honda, she gave me her car. I got her car. Now I got it. She get the battery, what the fuck? The alternator went out. I thought it was a battery, so I went and bought a battery for her car. 19. It's not. It's 2000 and something Honda. It ain't new. That battery was 300 and fucking. And it's a little tiny battery, a little battery.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought the battery to find out it was a damn alternator. It's like, well, thank God I got 2 damn batteries.
You want to know how to check it? You want to know how to check your alternator to see if your alternator is good or bad?
How?
This gonna hurt your feelings a little bit, but it's gonna bless you in the future. You ready?
Uh-huh.
You know that little spiral like looking big oversized bolt that's on the side? The serpentine belt flaps around.
They said to put the thing on the thing. Go ahead.
You got to put nothing on nothing. I'm gonna tell you what you do. You go get you a nice long handle screwdriver with the car running. Take it and lay it right next to that bolt. If it pulls it to that bolt, it ain't your alternator.
It was my alternator. That
That's
motherfucker
how you check it, though.
I'm not saying that motherfucker. The car wouldn't stay charged for nothing. That motherfucker just, you turn it on, crank it up. Mind you, my daughter was driving it, and she was coming from her going down a hill, and the car just shut. And thank God she was smart, and she got reared over and was able to get off the freeway. Thank God. Yes, and then I jumped my hot ass in there. Me and my girlfriend, like, I'm a hood chick. You gonna get this motherfucker right? We gonna get it back to the house. Girl, we jumped that bitch. I told the highway patrol, don't give me no ticket. I flew all and got close to my house, girl. The motherfucker conked out right before I hit the corner of my house. I at least got home. Yes.
But so yeah, a little hood trick. If you ever wondered if it's gonna be the alternator or if it's gonna be the battery, go get you a screwdriver. See if it got any magnetism. If it don't fuck it to it, it's the alternator. If it stick to it, that alternator got a charge and it's eating off the battery.
Yeah, it was my. That bitch was gone. And I got a good deal out of the guy. Thank God that I know the guy. He didn't charge me that much for the labor or nothing. It was a good deal. And he did a good job. Why
you think I like it when you do the trap talks, girl? And contrato. Boo me.
My daughter's like, Mama, you just know everything. I'm like, girl, let's get out. I'm gonna get this. Me and my friend rigged that motherfucker. We got that motherfucker. I see, because my friend, we some women. Girl, we gonna get this bitch. Do it. I said, my daughter ain't gonna. She's scared, so she's not gonna get out with. I said, I know I got enough charge because we got some good jumper cables. The thing gotta have that little jumper cable thing that you can put on the car and go. Girl, shit. But then it popped off. I was like, fuck. And then I got it home and I was like, fuck, shit. And I went and bought another alternator and the car's back running. Thank God. I was ladies, so like, oh. Know your car.
Ladies, if y'all come across this, if something sound funky, investigate. Always keep your pair of pliers, a flat head, a Phillips head, jumper cables, or jump box. Those are basic. For your emergency, keep a change of clothes,
in your trunk,
and a blanket.
Yep, and weapon.
Well, you know that's an automatic because you know your girl gonna have Lucille with her anyway. What you say, Lucille? Don't talk about your girl. Okay, baby.
Don't be busting her out. Don't be busting her. Don't be giving up her secrets like she riding daddy.
She my baby. I'm gonna get her a sister in just a little while.
I'm thinking about getting me one. I'm really my son's. We're gonna go to the shooting range. He's like,
oh girl, it's so much fun.
Yeah, he said he's a conspiracy. He's like, Mom, y'all need some protection. Y'all need some protection. I think it's time for y'all to get some
pictures. Your first time you go, take pictures.
I am.
After you get through firing off of that first like set, and you with your first weapon. Take a picture of the man that you assault on the paper. Then when you try your next weapon, do the same. Go to the next one, do the same. Compare the images and see which image reflects you having better angles.
Yeah, that's what I think. No, I'm doing that I want to do that for my birthday. I'm gonna tell my son. I want to do that for my birthday.
So much fun.
Yes, he told me he went to Vegas and he had a chopper. He had some big. He said that was the best feeling to even. Girl, he was tearing. I was like, he had that big motherfucker. He's like, Mom, you gotta try this shit.
Please don't start with no rifles or no 12 gauge, no
No,
AK.
I'm getting there 22 first. Pew pew pew.
I'm just saying, cause they got some recoil to them. They got some kickback. And if you ain't holding it right, you can knock your jaw out of place.
Yeah, I don't want those. I want to give me to the ones I can keep in my hand. Ding ding ding.
Cause you
That's what.
and your butt done fell about 6 feet back. Yeah, you don't want that.
Well, my client, I'm up at the roof.
I seen one little bit of thing. She go back there. She just gonna know what she doing. And I was like, they don't think you want that. Oh, I know what I'm doing. It's okay. I said, well, go on, baby, do your thing.
Do your thing, girl.
It went in 5 minutes. It went in 5 minutes. She was back over there trying to get a 9. I said, yeah, try to told you.
We should all bear arms because there's some darker days coming ahead of us. I have something in my spirit saying this is not over. Just by the atmosphere, something's about to break.
Something. I taught my children how to shoot. And when I tell you my littlest one, she got a mean sight. She don't even need to look in the sight. That little thing got some aim. And I'm looking to get her into a club where she can actually put that to maybe one of the scholarships, scholarship. But I taught my kids from an early age. I took them outside. I held the gun. I fired it so they could feel it when it kicked back. See that down? That ain't no toy, baby. You feel that? I said, we're gonna put this jug right here. You see the red liquid? Fire. You ready? 3, 2, ta! Oh, mama, it's just going everywhere. I said, yeah, because it ain't no joke. That ain't no BB. Whatever it's pointed at, it will destroy it. You may think that you got every bullet out of that thing, but it could be one left in it. And you mess around and point at somebody that you love, and now you've lost them forever.
That's why I teach your daughters.
Sat there and cried.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't ever want to hurt nobody. I said, yeah, baby, that's why I'm giving you these hard lessons now. If I put the picture of your sibling there, if I put the picture of mama, daddy, grandfather, whatever, and you fired at that jug, how you gonna feel? I don't want to do that. I said, I know you don't, baby, because you got a good heart.
Oh,
you don't touch that weapon without supervision, period. If you want to fire, you got to talk to mama. They ain't asked me to fire my weapon, and that's been 7, 8 years ago. They stick to their BB gun. And I ask them every now and again, so y'all want to go to the firing range? No, mama. No, I don't like that, mama. That right there, it's mean. When it bite, it bite. I said, yeah, because that's the real deal. And literally, yesterday, our high school was on lockdown. We had a letter going in with a child saying that they was going to kill their whole family and go in and list students they were going to kill first. And then try to take another 15 to 30 before they have to deal with law enforcement. And then go into a window and try to kill the law enforcement before they kill them, and said that they was going to broadcast it on Instagram. Fortunately,
they had a little young man over in Oakland, maybe this week or last week. 12-year-old boy went to school, 12-year-old, and shot one of his classmates. 12 years old. Keep them guns locked up. Let your kids know you got guns. Keep them babies locked up. You can't just have them all willy-nilly and let it's kind of that she takes some gun safety. It's like a thin, somebody come in your house and your kids might it's a thin line. It's just about teaching your kids gun safety. I'm about to end this live. I'm tired.
I'll tell you, mama.
Oh, Rick Reed is live. I think I can. Oh, you drunk? Oh, Lord.
Oh.
I love when Rick Reed do his drunken lives.
Okay, well, let me say this before I get down, because I am not going to be the one that you say, and she just kept talking.
Oh, man.
But, Lord, this be second. They give me my kikis and my giggles. I be in the bushes all over the place. And every now and again, I pop down, but I stay up there most of the time. They're too old to be popping down. My ankles hurt. All right, I love you for everything that you do, because you are always trying to lift somebody up. You always trying to
stressing Dovey out a little bit. I think I told her that I see her. I see Dovey. I see her.
And you're just beautiful. You do try to keep your content as uplifting as possible, and that's one of the main things that drug me into your bubble. And you're stuck with me. So I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna, how I do. When I end, I gone. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, when I look around, hey, I think things over. All my good days outweigh my bad days. And I won't
I won't complain.
complain. Yes, I haven't forgot that. Love you, sis.
Thank
Catch you in these
you.
streets. Mwah.
Okay. Yes. Thank you, boo. Yes. I came on here, but when y'all see the trap house open, I do come up here and be petty, but I had to get that off my chest because I seen bullshit. I'm going to call bullshit. Ain't no sugarcoating the bullshit. Ain't no sugarcoating the fuckery. I see it. I see what it is. I see it. I see the works of that person. And I just hope that she will find some peace, her shelter, and just fall back. Yeah. Stop gooping the people. You're making other people, other content creators, not want to get some of the love that people want to support and pour out to them. Stop with the fuck shit. Stop with the fuckery. Fuck it. This box and cuss each other out. All that extra shit. Come on now. Come on. With that being said, you guys, thank you, St. Christopher. Thank you for coming by, Hood Therapy. Thank you, everybody, for coming by. Glam House Trap House is closed for the night. I'm about to head over to Mr. Rick Reed because he's doing a drunk live, so he's going to be live for a minute. So I'm about to go sit in his chat until I fall asleep. And with that being said, love and light, and have a good night.